Welcome to my WrestleMania 18 ratings video. In this video, I'll be going through the matches worst to best and giving you all my ratings. 11 matches took place at WrestleMania 18 live from the Toronto Sky Dome, same setting as WrestleMania 6. I always thought the Toronto Sky Dome was a beautiful setting for WrestleMania, and I'm not sure why the WWE haven't returned there. The worst match of the night was the hardcore match. This was a no-star match, the actual match between Goldust and Maven. I thought it was very, very weak. But the segments that followed it throughout the WrestleMania with, Molly Holly running into the door and the Hurricane winning the title and Maven winning the title at the end again, made up for it. So I give it a 1-star overall, this hardcore shenanigans. 10th place is DDP winning. I think he won. Yeah. Or was Christian a champion? I can't remember. Anyway, 10th place match. It did get 2 stars. DDP defeating Christian, and I think he won the European Championship, but 2 stars I gave it. Christian's brother, friend, whatever he's supposed to be, best friend, Edge, was in another 2-star match with Booker T. I'm not the biggest Edge mark. I really aren't. I don't get why he's got so many fans. I just didn't really buy into Edge. I can see, he had some good TLC matches and he had some, good matches down the line too, but would I rate him as one of the all-time greats? No, I wouldn't. 8th place match was for the Women's Championship. This was Lita versus Trish versus Jazz. Jazz won. I think she was champion heading into this. 2-star match, almost 3-star. Almost 3-star. The women put on a great display. I think this is the highest rated women's match I've rated since rewatching all the WrestleManias. Now, to be honest, there wasn't a women's match between 2 and 10, so, but yeah, Lita and Trish were pretty damn good, and so was Jazz in the women's division. 7th place was the 4-way tag team championship match between Billy and Chuck, the Dudley Boys with the beautiful Stacy Keibler at their side, Jeff and Matt Hardy, and APA. This was a pretty solid match, actually. It was on after Austin v. Hall. I wasn't agreeing with some of the places of the matches of this WrestleMania. I was all over the place. But all teams put in solid work. Especially the Hardy Boys and Dudley Boys really shined in this match, so it got 3 stars. 6th place match tonight was Kurt Angle versus Kane. Like Kane, love Kurt Angle, but this wasn't Kurt Angle's best match ever. It still got 3 stars, but I wasn't really feeling this match. Kurt Angle versus Kane. Kurt Angle had a hell of a year, from WrestleMania 17 to WrestleMania 18. He was headlining with Austin, and it was weird seeing him in the middle of the card here after such a big year. The 5th place match was Rob Van Dam's WrestleMania debut in the opening match with William Regal. William Regal, very underrated performer. Rob Van Dam, very much loved within the wrestling community. This was a good, damn 3-star match. It was a hot opener. 4th place was Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Scott Hall, accompanied by Kevin Nash. This was one of the weaker Steve Austin WrestleMania matches and Steve Austin matches in general. It was a fun match to watch. There was fun spots. It was nice to see Kevin Nash eat a stunner. Scott Hall had 3 Stone Cold Stunners, including a WrestleMania over-the-top stunner at the end, but there wasn't much going. I couldn't rate it. Actually, I was almost giving it a 2-star, but there were some fun spots in it, and it just got into the 3-star territory, but it was one of the weaker Austin matches. In third place was the main event of the evening, which should not have been the main event of the evening, Triple H versus Chris Jericho. Triple H is a terrible face, but still, both men, solid workers, and were pretty damn good in this match. I enjoyed the spots with Stephanie. The match was pretty solid technically wise, but there was absolutely no excitement to this match. I couldn't give a flying fuck about Triple H winning the title. I couldn't give a flying fuck in 2002, and I certainly didn't care about watching it in 2018. But as a technical match, it was pretty solid. I have seen these guys put on a better match. I think Triple H also is a much better heel. He's just not likable as a face at all. Second best match in the night was The Undertaker versus Ric Flair, who was past his prime by this time. The Undertaker went 10-0 at this year's WrestleMania. I loved seeing that when I was just 14 at the time. I can't believe that was 16 years ago. I was watching WrestleMania 18 live like I did WrestleMania 17 like I would from all of them, with the exception of WrestleMania 24, which I attempted to watch live, but Sky messed up. Fuck Sky. Anyways, back on course. This was an entertaining match. This is one of my favorite 4-star WrestleMania matches. Undertaker picked up the big win, but Ric Flair proved he could still go woo. Well, number 1, WrestleMania 18 was all about 2 of the biggest icons in the wrestling industry ever, Hulk Hogan versus The Rock. 2 of the most known stars in wrestling ever colliding. The crowd and the atmosphere around this match was incredible. 5 stars all the way, and it was a pretty decent match. To take away the atmosphere, take away the crowd, they put on as good a match as they probably could have. And Hogan, like Flair, was past his prime by this time, but man, that moment when he starts hulking up after he kicks out of the rock bottom, it gives you goosebumps, and the crowd go crazy. They had the crowd in the palm of their hands like Warrior and Hogan did, and last time Hogan was headlining Toronto, he should have been headlining here. But make no mistake, this was the match people were ordering to see. This was the match all the fans were watching WrestleMania 18 for. This match, this moment was one of the best WrestleMania moments, wrestling moments ever. And The Rock won with 2 rock bombs and a badly looking people's elbow, but it was, one of the most, as I said, can't say enough about this match, one of the most memorable matches of all time, and what wrestling's all about. WrestleMania 18 jumps into 3rd place in my WrestleMania rewatched rankings, just under WrestleMania 3 and WrestleMania X-7, which will probably never be beat. I've always found WrestleMania 18 a favourable WrestleMania, even though the match order is a bit funny and the main event has no excitement to it, but overall, B+ show.